Hi, hello, and good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a year since I uploaded a video. I know my last video, I was like, I'm gonna upload more, and then I didn't. And I just get very overwhelmed by long form content. I went to school for film, and I am a video editor half the time in my day job, and obviously with TikToks and Reels and stuff I'm constantly editing video. And so I think I just got very burnt out and very overwhelmed by the idea of editing yet another form of content. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do some kind of like sit down videos where like I have a lot I love to yap. If you know me, I love to yap, and like the time constraints on a TikTok and a reel like really stresses me out because I have so much to say and not enough time to say it. So I end up just like info dumping onto my Instagram stories, which is like fine, but and I have a Substack too where I write like longer form content, but I don't know, I just like wanted to like have a chat, like a series where I just like basically uncut, like minus like very minor edits, just like sit and have like our like FaceTime call. You know what I mean? And like talk about things I'm into right now, talk about what book I'm reading right now. I'm coming out of a pretty major book slump, so I thought this might also sorry, I have like the hiccups right now, so I'm really trying to like hold it in. um I thought it'd be fun to like I don't know, just have like a little hangout spot. I do live sometimes kind of like this on TikTok and Instagram, but I don't know. It's not the same, I feel. But I have like a few things that are intersecting, I feel, um on this channel that I want to talk about. So let's talk about it. I wanted to call this series Cards, Coffee, but I don't think that that's gonna be YouTube approved. So I think I'm just gonna call it like coffee, cards, and chapters, or coffees, cards, and book chats. I don't know. Leave your suggestions in the comments. What I would like to do is draw a card for you guys, talk about coffee, talk about witchcraft, talk about books, chit chat. It might be a little chaotic. There might be people coming in and out, and by people I mean my dog, who is very curious always about what I've got going on. And I think another reason why I haven't started doing these videos is because if you don't know, I am a mom. You can probably hear his little voice in the background unless I'm able to like remove that. And one thing that's important to me with being a mom is that my son is not on the internet at all. Like that, I've made the decision that like on my pages, he's not present for his own safety. And so it can make filming a challenge because I'm always worried about like what if he's in the background, or like if his voice is in the background, or like the game he's playing or like TV show he's watching or something is on in the background, or people just like not going to want to watch that. But honestly, I just feel like that's real life. So there we go. Anyway, I've yapped enough for an intro, but I want to upload these like semi regularly, but I'm not going to make any promises. This might maybe it'll be a one and done, that which would be very Joe of me. But hopefully not. Hopefully I would love to do these like a couple times a week. Because I do this morning like sit down time anyway, so I might as well film it and talk to you guys instead of talking to myself. So today I've got a little eye patch on. I also did my hair all wavy, which is really cute. And for my coffee, I went to this local bakery called Cohen's Bakery, in my little hometown. Um, we just moved back to our hometown, by the way. That's why there's a change of scenery for my office. I should do like an office tour on this channel. But we moved back into the house where my husband grew up, which is really cool. We're making it our own. But we live down the street from this bakery that has been here since before I think we were born. And they just opened like a little latte station area, like for coffee. They've always just done like donuts. They're like famous for their donuts. So if you're ever in like Butler, Missouri, you've got to stop and get a Cohen's. It's so good. So good. I also love, we have like a little blue truck. It's called the Blue Truck Cafe, a little truck coffee shop in our town. It's so good. So today I thought I would draw a little card for you to get started. I've been doing these like card reads on the internet, and I'm having so much fun with them. last night for the spring equinox, I drew your channel, which is like basically like all your blockages are over and like you're moving into like a new era, like you are love and light, all of your like chakras are aligned, you're aligning with your highest self. So that was cool. I was excited to see that because it's been a really difficult season for me. So, and that's the stuff I want to talk about on this channel. Like, I feel like I don't really get to be very open with you guys about what's going on because, like, a minute and a half is not enough time in a video. Hold on, I'm going to clip you guys here to talk about the drama that is my life and all the things that are going on behind the scenes. And I love talking to you guys about it. All right, let's pull a little card for your day. Ooh, 25 other people. There it is. And this deck is the Divine Intuition Oracle. Okay, so other people. So interesting because obviously we're connecting right now. So maybe I'm your other person. Maybe this message is for you. 25. I'm going to read straight from the deck. I love oracle cards. I'm not as well versed in them, so I'm learning. So I'm using my little guide. You've drawn this card today to remind you that if a message is meant to reach you, the universe can weave it into the simplest conversation. There are times when the most random or trivial conversations can give rise to the exact words you need to hear. One of the most interesting aspects of this phenomenon is that the other person often has no idea they've just given you an important message, and that's the beauty of it. Occasionally, you may experience what my angels call a quickening, which is somewhat of an ironic name as it describes a moment in time that seems very slow and elongated. Quickening can feel strange and thrilling at the same time. It will happen in the midst of a normal conversation, then everything in the background will fade away or drop further back. Time will appear to slow down, and the other person will appear to speak very slowly. That's how it's written, by the way. Making whatever it is they're saying impossible to ignore. It's clear and fun, and it uses people in your life to make sure you get the message. Oh, that's fun. Okay, so we need to be listening to other people. I'm going to use this as my little microphone stand. So, pulled our card. We have hold our coffee, which I need another drink of. And now I'm going to talk to you about books. So, books. First of all, before I get into books, just on a cosplay note, I've had a crazy month. I had like 1.4 million views on my Instagram videos from Jacinia, which like made my heart so happy because Jacinia, like as a hard of hearing person, that character means so much to me. She's like central to the story, such an important character in that like the series itself, and like she is being celebrated in this community, and I feel so honored to have brought her to life and that it has meant so much to other people who are also deaf and hard of hearing. I've talked to so many people in this last month that are part of the deaf or hard of hearing community. Sorry, who I feel like it's just brought us together in such a way. Like, I don't know, as a hard of hearing person, I'm not very connected to the deaf community, but I'm losing my hearing. And so it's nice to finally find the through line, to find other people like me. Um, so that as I'm losing my hearing, like I can connect to other people that get it, you know? So that's been cool. So that's my little book talk news. Um, so what have I been reading lately? Well, I've been reading a nonfiction and a fiction. Um, very different vibes, so be warned. So I have been reading little by little The Once and Future Sex by Eleanor Yanega. This book, going medieval on women's roles in society. This book is so good, guys. I love Eleanor Yanega. She is my very, very favorite historian. If you've never looked her up on YouTube, like after this video is over, you need to just look up Eleanor Yanega and just like watch any of her like medieval sex videos, any of her um stuff about the oh gosh, the Normans. She did a fantastic series on the Normans. Right now, she's co-hosting the After Dark podcast, which is one of my favorite history podcasts ever. But I've always wanted to read her books. She's so alive. She just brings history to life in such a beautiful way. As a history lover myself, I've always been a history lover and a writer. Her work of just adding so much life and color to a time that we look back on in such a two-dimensional way. It just makes it come to life and has been very inspiring for me as an author. So I picked up her book, The Once and Future Sex. It is so great. I am taking it like little by little by little, but it kind of dives into how our concept of how we look back on the medieval period is so skewed, and how we think of going, like, if something is medieval, then that means that it's backwards or it's ancient or it's bad. But there are so many women in history that were erased, and women were not just like non-existent just because men didn't write them into the picture and give them credit. Women were there, women were central to the story. And so there's like so much incredible context about like how to view the past through a modern feminist lens, and how the past would view us, and how things have changed so much and yet things have changed so little, and like what does that mean for us as women in modern society. So if you are exploring like your divine feminine rage era, highly recommend this book because it will make you really think about how we are all connected, like how you are connected to women that lived literally like so long, hundreds of years ago, and how the plight that we face has always existed, and also how modern men will skew the past to make you think you have it better when in reality, is that true? Is it not true? Who can say? But a lot about the church in there as well, which if you're deconstructing, incredible book. And her writing and speaking style is just so engaging. So if you're looking for a nonfiction book to read this year, anything by Eleanor Yaniga. She also has another book that has a lot of illustrations and beautiful drawings in it, kind of explaining the medieval period in general. It's really great. On the fiction side, very different vibes going on over there. I have been listening to The Ritual. I'm about 15 chapters in, and yowza, guys, this is really something. I've been in a reading slump in a big way. Like, nothing has been able to save me from this slump. It's so bad. I went into a slump like this about the same time 2 years ago. And so I literally read like all of the Bridgerton books for some reason on Audible, and that snapped me out of it. But I feel like anytime I'm in a very writing heavy season or editing season, I just can't read. Like, I cannot read. And that's devastating for me because I love reading. But every book that I read when I'm in a mindset like this, it's just unenjoyable. And it's not the book's fault. It's me. It's a me issue. So I've been trying to read some real bangers. Like, I'm looking at my TBR bookshelf right now. Quicksilver, The Night Hunt, Heartless Hunter, Butcher and Blackbird. Not Two and End. I've already read that one. There was another one I was gonna read. Babel, Priory of the Orange Tree. A lot of these books, and I literally cannot. I pick it up. All are hidden gifts. Um, Legendborn. Like, I pick these books up, and I'm like, this is a fantastic book. This is a well written work. It is art. And then I try to read it, and I literally can't. So I feel like audiobooks for some reason just snap me out of it. I think it's just like reading it in a different way helps. So my bangs are crazy. So I decided, I had an Audible credit. I was like, I'm gonna read something really out of left field. What's a genre I haven't read a lot lately? And I am working on ideating a mafia romance. Not anything that's going to be coming out anytime in the near future, but I was like, I kind of want to read like a dark romance, And just see, like, I haven't read a dark romance in a long time. I was trying to read Butcher and Blackbird, but like I literally just couldn't get into it. I don't know why. So, I mean, I love it. It's really good. Like, I'm almost done with it, but I just like I'm like, why? It's not the book's fault. It's a me issue. Why am I not into it? So I was like, I'm gonna read something crazy. And so I was between Lights Out and The Ritual. Um, Started reading The Ritual. Guys, what is going on? What is going on with this book? It's crazy. In the best way. Like, I'm so enjoying it, but when I say literature, that is what this is. It is intense, guys. It is intense. I I knew it was going to be intense because it's like the cover itself just tells you abandon all hope ye who enter here. But I was like, I know it's going to be a lot. And all the reviews were so high. I was like, it's going to be good, but I know it's going to be a lot because I know you freaks. I know what you're into. So I was like, okay, what's this going to be like? So I started it. I got 5 chapters in and I was like, God damn. You guys are not joking around with this book. 3 people are dead. We've got like people are already boning, guys. I was like, this is like the best fan fiction I've ever read. And I mean that with all the love in my heart. Like, I mean that with, it is not, to me, like the fanfic AO3 Wattpad vibe is not derogatory. It is, I mean that. And I haven't felt this alive since reading my first Wattpad like 15 years ago. I was like, wow, this book is good. So I've been listening to it a little bit at night while I'm like chilling, cleaning up for the day, and I've really been enjoying it. I feel like for me, I don't love like how expensive services like Audible are. Like, I'm looking for, if you guys have like a different audiobook provider that you like to use, definitely leave a comment. Because I'm looking for something other than Audible. It's just so expensive. And they don't treat their authors right from what I understand. But I don't like paying for it all the time because I'm not always an audiobook girly, like not all the time. I can't really audiobook while I work because I edit a lot of video and write, which I can't listen and write at the same time. So for me, I'm like the the audiobook isn't always the vibe. And I can't justify like paying a monthly fee for it, but I don't know. I'm kind of am I going back to it? I don't know. I am enjoying it a lot. I also got the Poppy War trilogy, which I've tried to start a few times and I haven't been able to, but I'm feeling like after I read The Ritual, I think I'm going to be able to hop into it. I liked it when I started it, but I was just too burnt out and too much of a slump to dive into like an epic fantasy. But I'm feeling better now. And I've been listening to believe the title, please forgive me, Angelo. I think it's Touch of Darkness. I'll put the name on the screen. By Angelo Adrian. Good friend of mine, good friend of the show. And I've been loving it. It's great. And I've got his next book to read as well on audiobook. So I've got like some audiobooks to get through. And there's another one on my Audible list that I haven't read yet. But I've got some books on my Audible list to listen to. But right now, The Ritual, I'm like a third of the way through it and I'm really liking it a lot. It's very opposite to my female roles book, but it's spicy. I mean, I'm giving it probably a 4. I would say it's like a 4 out of 5 peppers. It might even be like a 3.8 out of 5 peppers. I've definitely read crazier stuff, but it's up there. It's up there. There's a lot of different play going on. Definitely read your trigger warnings before you dive into that one because it's a little bit wild. But also, fun fact about me is I was in a sorority in college. So, like anything with like a Greek life or secret society or anything like that, I have a hard time getting into usually. Like, I had that problem with Zodiac Academy because I'm like, this isn't what it's like at all, which I know it's fantasy. Like, suspend your disbelief, Joe, for a minute and just like enjoy the ride, which is why I'm gonna give Zodiac Academy another chance very soon. I promise. I think I'm feeling better in my slump where I can give it another chance. But I feel like um I feel like any book like this, I usually can't suspend my disbelief enough. But this one I am. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're all rich, crazy guys. Oh my gosh. So, um, 10 out of 10 so far. I'm really enjoying it. I'll keep you guys updated on my thoughts. But so far I would rate it like at least a 3.7 out of 5 for me, which is a very good rating because a 3 is good to me. That's my average good rating. And I would say it's just above that. It's really breaking my reading slump. So shout out to the ritual for breaking me out of this cage I've been in. I have started and stopped books, guys, for months. For months. It's been so bad. I haven't finished a book in months, which is crazy. I used to read over 100 books a year, and I literally can't finish a book. So, by the time I talk to you next, I think I'll be done with the ritual and I'll give you my full review, my full honest thoughts. I'll probably also be done with this book, with The Once and Future Sex by Eleanor Yanega. So I'll give you my full finished thoughts. And then I need to pick another book. So I'll probably put like a poll out in the community tab, and you guys can help me pick what my next read is going to be. And then finally, let's talk about events. I've got some events coming up. Um I've got the Embers and Elegance Ball in St. Louis coming up in May. I'm very excited about that. I've also got a book fair in Bentonville with Estrella Fantasy Events. I'm excited about that. And I'm looking ahead towards June. I'm going to be at the Gilded Hearts Ball with Second Star Events. I'm really excited about that. And I'm going to be sewing my dress for that one. So if you guys want to see sewing content, I would be totally happy to do a video where I show you how I sew my gowns. This gown's going to probably be the hardest one I've ever done, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna do like a red, like heart look, like like a bloody heart with like gold gilding. I'm going very on brand, very on theme for that one. I know this was kind of like a rambly, just chit chat video, but I hope that you enjoyed it. What are you reading right now? What is a book that got you out of your reading slump? If you are an audiobook girly, what platform are you using? I can talk. Leave a comment below and let me know. And do you guys want more videos like this where we're just kind of chit chatting, kind of just like a little morning chill sesh? If you're into it, let me know. If you want more like this, I would love to just like talk more about life, talk more about my thoughts and feelings and things I'm into. If you guys are down to hang out for like our little 30-minute FaceTime call appointment. So be well. Don't forget our card, okay? Be listening to other people, and I'm other people when I tell you to have a great day. I'm sending you so much love and light. If you're watching this, claim this energy, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye.